Sixers get to work without Joel Embiid tonight right here in Atlanta. Embiid will undergo surgery to repair an orbital bone fracture he suffered when teammate Markelle Fultz ran into him on Wednesday. There is no timetable for his return, but it is safe to say sooner would be better than later, considering his impact. Sixers are just 3-8 without Embiid this season. He has the fourth best net rating in the league, plus 11.6. Compare that to a nearly -4 net rating without him on the floor. In other words, over 100 possessions, roughly the length of an NBA game, Philly has been nearly 16 points better with him on the floor than without him, if you play it out.
It's not surprising. Just a freak play. Actually, I had this happen to me about 20 years ago, playing in Phoenix. Broken orbital bone. It's extremely painful. I was lucky they were able to go in and they kind of push it out. It dents in sometimes. They push it out. Very painful. Painful for your sinuses. I was able to come back with a mask in just less than 2 weeks. I know that there are different fractures and whatnot.
Yep.
I'm hoping he gets back. It shouldn't be, if there's nothing terribly wrong, he should be able to get back reasonably soon.
He's also in the concussion protocol, and you never know how long that is going to take. It sounds, based on the history of that particular injury, the orbital fracture will take him longer to heal from than the concussion protocol is likely to.
Yeah, and that's why the mask will come into play for Joel Embiid. The crazy thing is, for Markelle Fultz to sit all this time, and then for this to be the most significant thing he's done since he started playing, it's got to really hurt. And Philly got a nice boost from Markelle Fultz when he makes his debut. But the idea of this team without Joel Embiid for any stretch of these first playoff blush for this group would make me nervous, because you go into the postseason with the positional matchups that both he and Ben Simmons would have being the one thing you hang on. That's the one thing you say, all right, if we're going into these playoffs with this young group of guys who really haven't, experienced this before, the one thing we know we can do is throw the ball to Joel Embiid and have him really take advantage of that matchup. Now he's going to have to work his way back into a little bit of game shape as well if he's going to be out for a couple weeks. Exactly. I mean, so that's a hurdle that Brett Brown and his staff will have to deal with, obviously. But, again, a freak play, the strangest thing. I remember watching it and saying to myself, I think they just bumped heads. He should be fine. You never know in this league. You can't tell what the contact is.
It's just weird that stuff doesn't happen more often.
Yes.
Because 100 pick and rolls every night.
That negative net rating has improved over the course of the season. They've gotten better without Embiid on the floor, particularly since Ilyasova and Bellinelli arrived. They're a deeper team now, but still, you take away their superstar, and obviously it's not the same group.